Hello friends, welcome to SSC CGL video lecture series. We were discussing about Mauryan Empire in our last video lecture. So today we are going to continue with that. After the Mauryan we had a number of successors. So in today's class we will look into the native successors of Mauryas. So before we begin our class of history, we'll take the new words for the day. The first word is gregarious. Gregarious means milansar. That means a person who is very much friendly with the people, with the others, the one who is very communicative, he is very sociable. So those people are known as gregarious. The two synonyms of gregarious word is affable and amiable. This all gregarious, affable and amiable means the same. That means milansar, a person who is very much milansar. The next word is extrovert. Extrovert means the people who loves to live in a society. Means he likes to live in the go to the party. He likes to talk to the people. This gregarious is and extrovert. These two words are a little bit like one and the same. The meaning is one and the same, but because we have this word is very important, extrovert, so we are taking it. Extrovert means the people who lives in a loves to live in a society. Okay, this extroverts, its antonium is very important. See friends, the antonium of extrovert is introvert. Extro means outer, vert means inverted. So the person who is inverted towards outside means the person who loves to live with the others. Similarly, intro means inside, vert means inverted. So the person who is inverted towards himself, that means the person who loves to live in a lonely place. He loves to read books in a lonely place. He does not like parties and all. He does not like to live with other people. So he mingles very rarely. So those kind of people are introvert. But in our society, it is found that the people are very less people are either introvert or extrovert. Most of the people are ambivert. Ambivert means the person who has both traits, extrovert and introvert. He is sometimes he loves to live with the people, sometimes he feels like he should be lonely, he should be left lonely. And so those kind of people have both traits, extrovert and introvert. Those kind of people are called ambivert. So these were the three words: gregarious, extrovert and ambivert. These extrovert, introvert or ambivert are very much related to one another, so I took it in one shot. Okay friends, so let's begin our history class. So the natives, in the native successors of Mauryas, we have this Sunga dynasty. So in our last class we studied that the Pushimitra Sunga, he was the commander in chief of the last Mauryan Empire, who was Brihadrath. Brihadrath was the last Mauryan Empire. So his commander in chief, Pushimitra Sunga, he murdered him and he established his own dynasty known as Sunga dynasty. Pushimitra Sunga was a Brahmin. So during this period in his dynasty, the Brahmins were given more preference, or we can say that the this period was a revival of Bhagavatism. Bhagavatism means the Bhagwa people or the Brahmins were given the more preference. Okay. Pushimitra Shunga was succeeded by his son Agnimitra. Agnimitra, he was the hero of Kalidas drama Malvika Agnimitra. Malvika Agnimitra was a drama that was written by Kalidas, and in that drama, Agnimitra was the hero. Okay, friends. So the Patanjali, the next point is Patanjali. Patanjali was a priest. So he wrote a classic called Mahabhashya that was written during this period, this Sunga dynasty. He was the priest of two Ashwamedh Yagg that was performed by Pushimitra Sunga. So Pushimitra Sunga, he performed two Ashwamedh Yagg, and in those Yagg the priest was Patanjali. People, I request you all to remember the words, this the who has established the Sunga dynasty. The Sunga dynasty was established by Pushimitra Sunga, and the hero of Kalidas drama Malvikagnimitra was his son, Sunga's son Agnimitra. Then the Patanjali's classic Mahabhashya was written during this period, during the Sunga dynasty. He was the priest of two Yashwamedh Yagg performed by Pushimitra Sunga. Okay, friends. Now we go for the other dynasty, Kanva dynasty. This dynasty was for a very short period of time. It was established by Vasudeva. He was the person who killed the last Sunga king. The last Sunga king was Devabhuti. So Vasudev, he killed. He was actually the minister of Devabhuti. He killed Devabhuti and he found the Kanva dynasty. The Kanva dynasty was for a very short period of time. They were swept away by the Satavahanas. This is important. Yeah, Satavahanas, they were very important. So after the Sunga dynasty there was Kanva dynasty. Then after the Kanva dynasty there was Satavahanas, who found their dynasty. They were from 60 to 225 AD. 60 to 225 AD, Satavahanas. The capital that earlier used to be Patna, Patliputra, and the nearby places, that was shifted to Pratisthana or Paithan. This is the name of the place that is in Aurangabad district in today's Maharashtra. Okay, so this was the capital of Satavahanas. Those kings were this king, the king who formed this dynasty was Simuka. He was the person who founded this dynasty. Okay, friends. So the thing is, Simuka found the Satavahanas dynasty. Simuka was actually from Andhra Pradesh. He shifted to Maharashtra, and there he found this Satavahanas dynasty. Okay, so the next part of this Satavahana dynasty is Gautami Putra Satkarni. Gautami Putra Satkarni. See, there were many rulers during the Satavahana dynasty, but we will talk about only the important bit, because we need not to go through all the history of Satavahana dynasty. We need to look into those things or those points which are very important and which can be asked in the SSC CGL. So the founder of Satvahana dynasty was Simuka. He ruled for from 60 to 37 BC. The third ruler, Gautamiputra Satkarni, he raised the power by conquest. So he was a very powerful king. He expanded the dynasty of Satvahana. He expanded the uh, empire by winning the wars. The 17th ruler, Hala, he was the author of this very important book written in Prakrit language, that was Gatha Saptasati, Gatha Saptasati or Satta Sai. This book was written by Hala. He was the 17th ruler. Remember this book, the name of the book and the writer, author. So Hala was the 17th ruler. He wrote this book Gatha Saptasati or Sattasai in Prakrit language. We remember that in the during the Ashoka period, it was the Prakrit language was the official language, and the script used were Brahmi script. So during the Satvahana period also it was the same. Okay, the Satvahana rulers were called themselves as Brahmins. They worshipped Krishna, Vasudeva, and other gods. So they were the Brahmins, and they used to worship Krishna, Vasudeva, and other gods. They also promoted Buddhism. Remember, Ashoka sent his people to promote the Buddhism throughout the world. Similarly, this Satvahana period, during the Satvahana dynasty, the Buddhism was promoted. How they promoted? They promoted by granting the lands to the monks. The Buddhist monks, they were given lands tax free. Villages were, see, granted tax free villages to Brahmins and Buddhist monks. So Buddhist monks got the tax free villages. The villages were formed for them. So he also promoted the Buddhism. The official language was Prakrit, and the script in which the script that was used was Brahmi script. Means it was the same. That was the Brahmi official language was Prakrit and script was Brahmi in the Ashoka period also. So it was same, and it continued in the Brahmi Satvahana's period. There were they granted tax-free villages to Brahmins and Buddhist monks. They issued mostly the lead coins. So lead coins were mostly issued. Apart from the lead coins, there were copper coins, then bronze coins were there. Then comes the Cheti or Chedi dynasty of Kalinga. I hope you all remember the Kalinga war, the war after which Ashoka said it's not good to go for the war. It, it is better to spend the message of love. So, this place, Kalinga, here this new dynasty or Cheti or Chedi dynasty, it was found. So here we go. After the death of Ashoka, a new dynasty named Cheti rose in the Kalinga, probably in the 1st century BC. During the 1st century BC, this Cheti dynasty was found in Kalinga after the death of Ashoka. See, Hathim Gufa inscription of Kharavela. Kharavela was one of the ruler of this dynasty, Cheti dynasty. So his inscription near the Bhubaneswar, the today's in the Bhubaneswar is in Odisha. So this Hathim Gufa inscription gives the information about this dynasty, this Cheti dynasty. Okay, friends. So, and Kharavela was the follower of Jainism. See, remember this thing. Ashoka promoted Buddhism. Satavahanas promoted Buddhism, but the Kharavela was a ruler of Cheti dynasty, and he was a follower of Jainism. He constructed caves on the Udayagiri hills near the Bhubaneswar for Jain monks. For Jain monks, he created he constructed many caves in the Udayagiri hills near Bhubaneswar for Jain monks. Okay, so this these were the dynasty that were formed that were formed after the Mauryas. These were the native successors. In our next class, we will talk about the foreign successors of Mauryas. So, what we did today, we learned the words gregarious, which means milansar, sociable, communicative, friendly, and the synonyms are affable and amiable. Then we talked about extrovert, the people who loves to live in a society. Then comes the introvert. Introvert means the person who loves to live in a lonely place, who does not mingle with the people, while the people who are there in the world, they are mostly ambivert. That means they have both traits extrovert they have both traits of extrovert and of introverts. So they like to live in a society for some time, then they want to live uh, at, uh, at they want to live in a lonely place, or they don't want to mingle with the people, they want to give time for themselves. So the native dynasty successors of Mauryas were Sunga. Sunga Pushyamitra Sunga was the commander in chief of the last Maurya's king. He killed him and he formed this Sunga dynasty. His son Agnimitra was succeeded him, and the Agnimitra was the hero of Kalidas drama Malvika Agnimitra. The Sunga dynasty rulers were Brahmins. Okay, the Patanjali's classic Mahabhashya was written during this period. Patanjali was the priest of two. See, who was the priest of two Ashwamedh Yagna performed by Pushyamitra Sunga? This can be the question. So you have to answer. Patanjali was the priest of two Ashwamedh Yagna performed by Pushyamitra Sunga. Okay, then comes the Kanva dynasty. See, this was for a very short period of time. And this was established by Vasudev, who killed the last Sunga dynasty, Devabhuti. The Kanva dynasty was swept away by Satavahanas. Satavahanas were very important. They shifted their capital to Pratisthana, Paitan in Aurangabad, Maharashtra. The founder was Simuka. Simuka was the person who founded the Satvahana dynasty. Okay, so and then comes the Gautami Putra Satkarni. Satkarni, he was a very powerful ruler. He raised its power by conquest. He conquered many other empires, and he expanded the territories. The 17th ruler Hala was the author of Gatha Saptasati and or Satyasai, which was written in Prakrit language. Satvahana rulers were Brahmins. They also promoted Buddhism. The official language was Prakrit, and the scripts that were written were in Brahmi language. They granted tax-free villages to Brahmins and Buddhist monks. They issued mostly the lead coins. Okay, friends. Then at last it was the Cheti or Chedi dynasty that was in Kalinga. So from the Hatim Gufa inscription, we come to know about this dynasty. This Hatim Gufa inscription was of Kharavela was the third ruler of this dynasty. So the information about the Cheti dynasty comes from the Hathing Gufa. This is important. From which inscription does the Cheti Gufa dynasty's information comes out from the Hathing Gufa inscription. And Kharavela was the follower of Jainism, and he constructed the Udayagiri hills. He constructed the caves for on the Udayagiri hills for the Jain monks. Okay, friends. So this was the class for the today. Please tell your friends to subscribe our channel, our YouTube channel, that is SSC CGL, and like our page on Facebook, that is also the same. So we will notify you. You will get the notification about our new videos that we upload. So please subscribe and like the videos, and please give the comments. And if you want the notes, please ping me through Gmail, or you can ping me, or you can message me on the Facebook page, or you can give your email ID in the comment section. We will surely provide you the notes. Thank you very much. Thank you for watching this video. All the very best. Thank you, friends. Bye.